I was Bryant's soccer coach for a lot of years. Actually, a lot of these guys soccer coach out here for a lot of years. It's bittersweet seeing everybody here today for sure. So I think Mark asked me to speak just because he knows I hate public speaking, and he wanted to see me up here squirming a little bit. But I first met Bryant when he was about 13 or 14 years old, when he started playing soccer for me. But I remember him when he was younger, as him and my son were the same age. And the thing I remember about him when he was younger playing sports is his smile. He was super athletic, but it was always his smile that stood out on the field. Bryant had the smile that could light the entire field. You could see it from across the pitch. The pure joy of being out there, competing, doing something he loved. He loved to compete. He loved every single minute of it. Didn't matter if he was smashing into somebody or somebody was smashing into him, he loved it. He was fast, left-footed, quick, confident, and he would fly around the field. By the time I had the chance to coach him, like I said, he was 13 or 14. I knew I was lucky. His skills were really developing, his athleticism was shining through, and his attitude was incredible. In those first couple years, I watched him grow from a starter into a huge impact player on our club team. He worked hard every day, every practice, every game. Gave 100%. He was always there, and his efforts paid off. By his junior and senior year, he was playing with the Rush national team, and Mark and I were traveling all over the country. We were going to national events. He was guest playing with other Rush clubs, and he was representing our local club at a very high level. Our group of players at that time was outstanding, and Bryant was a huge part of that success. He was incredibly versatile, played everywhere on the field for me. But the thing that stuck out the most was his throw-ins. He wasn't a huge guy, but he could launch the ball halfway across the field. It was quite the weapon for us. It was like every time he had a throw-in, it was like we had a corner kick. But as great of a player as he was, what truly set him apart was just his speed, his throw-ins, his versatility, all that. The thing that set him apart was his kindness. Bryant was nice to everybody, every single teammate, every coach, every person around him. He treated people with respect and cared about them. As a coach, I can tell you that's rare. Coaching Bryant was an absolute pleasure. Now, I'm not saying he didn't clown around. He wouldn't give someone a hard time, but he was always the guy picking people up. And then there was his family. That's something I'll never forget. We'd finish games, Bryant would come off the field, always hugged his dad, always kissed his mom, always was happy to greet his sister, hug her, maybe rough her up a little bit. There was so much love there, and it was real. It was genuine. And to be honest, I was almost envious of it at times. Here was this 17 or 18-year-old young man, not too cool, not too proud, to show love and affection for his family right in front of everybody. It was beautiful to see. That's who Bryant was. a good player, a good teammate, but most importantly, a good human being. He was happy, he was competitive, he was kind. And he loved attacking down the wing. He loved crossing balls in and setting up his teammates. But he loved his family, his friends, and the people around him. And that smile, that same smile from when he was little, never went away. That's what I'll always remember most about him. His smile and his love for his family and his friends. As I look around this place today, I see a lot of young people. Some who I coached, some who I taught. I see a lot of young faces. So because of that, I'm going to get a little real. I'm going to start by talking about myself. Some of you know my story. Some of you heard me speak it at middle schools, maybe a young life group. Others in this room lived my story. Most of you don't know me. But I've been down some dark roads myself. I've personally battled alcoholism, drug addiction. I've battled sadness, depression, and because of that, I have an understanding. I understand what it feels like to be lost. I understand what it feels like to be in dark places. The kind of place where it's hard to breathe, hard to think, and even harder to see a way out. And that's why being here today, honoring Bryant, hits so deep for me. Because I know pain, and I know that so many of us here do as well. We've all felt it. Bryant was a good soul. He was funny, he was loyal, he was kind. He cared about people. He loved his cats. He loved his dad's dog. And like all of us here, Bryant had some battles. But today is more than just about our sadness. It's about what we do next, what we do to honor Bryant and Bryant's memory. It's about who we become because of this. The truth is, people are the most valuable resource we have. Not our money, not our jobs, not our titles, not our trophies. It's the people sitting around here, next to us right now. It's the people you laugh with, the people you cry with, and the people you live with. And if we want to truly honor Bryant, we will do it by taking care of one another. We'll do it by paying attention, by listening, by seeing. We do it by being honest about our pain and open about our struggles. Every time I see someone and I don't notice they're struggling, it's an opportunity that slips away. A chance I missed. Every day I put off checking in on a friend or a colleague or a family member. It's a chance I don't get back. Every day we have a choice. We can connect with people, or we can choose not to. We can push people away, or we can pull people close, like Bryant did. The days, the moments, the people, they're all a gift. So let's use the time we have on earth to love and to make an impact that lasts. Let's make sure that when our days are gone, we know we made them count. When I first got the news about Bryant, I was driving home. A song came on the radio. It's a song by Matthew West called Truth Be Told. The chorus in it describes how we often say we're fine or we're doing well when people ask, when inside we're hurting. We hide the truth, we feel broken or ashamed. The song made me think about how many times I've done that. We hide behind those words. We tell ourselves we've got it under control, when inside we're falling apart. We tell people it's all good when it's not. And I think if Brian could tell us one thing today, it would be this. Tell the truth. Don't hide behind "I'm fine." Don't carry that pain alone. Brian's passing reminds us life can be really hard. Depression is real, sadness is real, both can feel crushing. But there is hope, there is healing, and there is help. We can't always see it when we're in the middle of it, but it's there. It's in each other. It's in all of us. If we want to honor Brian, when we leave here, we fight for one another. Not just with kind words, but with real love, real support, real action. When someone reaches out, we answer the call. He would have. When someone says I'm struggling, we show up. He would have. And when someone is silent, we look close. Sometimes silence is the loudest cry for help. If Brian was here today, I believe he would want you all to know. Not talking to somebody about how you're feeling is not the answer. Keeping things bottled up is not the answer. Pretending you're fine when you're breaking inside like so many of us are doing today, it's not the answer. Thinking you have to face it alone is not the answer. Letting shame keep you silent is not the answer. Hiding your pain behind drugs and alcohol, like I did, is not the answer. He would say, don't give up, reach out, support each other, ask for help. And he would tell us all to take care of each other, love each other, check in on each other. Life can be brutally hard, but it's also beautiful. And even in our darkest moments, especially in our darkest moments, we are not alone. Thank you.